everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Village Academy's training series on Forms. Forms is a new tool on the Village that will allow you to easily author electronic forms, surveys, polls and quizzes without any technical knowledge. Today, I'm going to show you how straightforward it is to design a form or quiz using the 7 question types available. Let's get cracking on the ins and outs. First, go to the Village homepage, click on Tools. Under Collaboration, we'll see Forms. Click on Forms to get started. So, I'm going to begin by showing you how to create a new form. Everything we do in this episode can also be applied to the creation of a quiz. However, when creating a quiz, you will have a few additional options available to you. We cover those quiz-specific features in episode 4 of this series. Okay, on the home page of Forms, let's click on New Form. We're then taken directly to an empty form where I'm going to go ahead and add the title I want. Don't forget to add a meaningful description, as this will help responders to understand the purpose of the form. Next, I'm going to add an image to go beside the title. We can go via Bing search or from our desktop. Next up, let's click the Add Question button. We can now choose from 7 different question styles. Click on the 3 dots to see the rest of the options available. In order to get you up to speed as quickly as possible, I'm going to take you to a form that I've already created using all the possible question types. Let's start with questions that require text-based answers. To the right, we have the option to upload a YouTube video or an image to this question. Now, looking at the answer box provided, you may be thinking, wow, that is way too small a space for the question I want to ask. Use the long answer switch to extend the space provided for responders, and the required switch to ensure that the question is answered in order for the form to successfully be submitted. You'll see that every question option has 3 dots beneath it, offering you an opportunity for further customization. You can use subtitles to add more detail to your questions. Now, you're rarely likely to use this restrictions option. However, I'll quickly explain. If the answer you're looking for is a number, you can use restrictions to ensure that the responder can only give a number-based answer. You could even go a step further and define the value that can be entered. This question here looks ready to go. Now, the date option is pretty self-explanatory. It provides the responder with a calendar to select a date that corresponds with the question being asked. Next up, choice. We've included possible options that the responder will be able to choose from. Click on the copy button icon to duplicate the question and the options directly below. You can click on the bin button to quickly delete the question. This cannot be undone, so be careful. Use the 2 arrows to reorder questions. As I'm sure you guessed, the purpose of the multiple answers switch is to enable the responder to select more than one option. If we click the 3 dots again, we'll see some new options. These include shuffling the order in which the options are presented between responders, probably more appropriate for quizzes, and displaying the options in a drop-down box, which is great for when you have a longer list of options. The ranking question allows responders to arrange the options displayed based on preference. Let's move on to the rating option. I'm sure you're familiar with the idea of a 5-star rating. Well, in Forms, you can increase the number to 10. If preferred, you can change these stars to numbers. Under the 3 dots, we'll find the option to add labels to either end of the scale so that responders are clear on what both ends mean. If we now look at the Likert option, you will see that you can customize a blank scale to gauge a responder's attitude towards a single option or series of options. Now, last but not least, we have the Net Promoter Score. This style gauges how responders feel about the statements you've provided, using a number scale from 0 to 10. You can change these labels at the side to anything you want. Okay, we're almost there. We still have 3 features to help bring this form to life. You can add branching logic to a form so that it changes according to the responses to specific questions. In a form that branches, questions appear only if they are relevant to the responder. If the questions don't apply, the responder is redirected to a different set of questions or will skip a set of questions altogether. To branch questions, simply click on the 3 dots in the top menu and select Branching. On the branching page, go to the relevant question and determine where the responder should go based on what option they selected. Now we can make a form a bit more vibrant by selecting a theme. If you're not happy merely using the themes provided by forms, you can find an image using the Bing search or upload one from your desktop. Let's use the Preview feature to confirm that we're happy with what the responder will see. Click on Preview and select which device you'd like to preview your form on. Let's go with mobile. I can answer the questions as a responder would. In terms of design, it's as simple as that. We've learnt the various question types, how to use branching to make a form dynamically change, and customize the aesthetics of a form. Coming up in the next episode, we'll look at how to ensure your form is seen by the right people at the right time. See you shortly.